After 50, getting strong isn't about doing more. It's about doing a few small things even better. Most people think you have to lift super heavy weights to build muscle, but it's exactly what leads to sore joints, injuries, and stalled progress. In this video, I'm going to show you the small changes that actually move the needle, and a couple of them almost nobody is doing. Think point number 4 and number 7, but they make a massive difference. So if you haven't met yet, I'm Gavin. I co-own New Zealand's only fitness studio for people over the age of 40, and fitness coaching and training is what I do all day long, and it's a metaphor that I want to share with you. Small hinges swing big doors. So without further ado, let's just jump in and explain to you what these small hinges are so you can get stronger without compromising your body. So before we dive in, I want to tell you about our sponsor today, and that sponsor is Fed Fitness, who actually sponsor the Houston Rockets basketball team. And they were kind enough to send me out a home-based bench. And to be honest with you, I'm actually blown away with, number one, how easy it was to put together and the quality of the bench. And it will be perfect for any home gym. And if you want to check out this bench, there is a link in the description. So tip number 1, okay, we're going to be looking at pausing at the bottom of the rep, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate this for us. Let's just say I'm doing an incline chest press this way. Many people will push up and they'll bounce at the bottom using momentum from the ligaments and tendons and the muscle springiness to do the work. But when you pause at the bottom, okay, what it does, you come down, you pause for a second in this stretch part, and it pushes back up that way. It means that the muscle is under more tension now, and it forces the muscles to do the work, removing the need for momentum. So when you bounce at the bottom, there's not much work being done by the muscles, okay? But when you pause, you force them to recruit to build it. So that is one simple thing you can do to increase the muscle tension to therefore build more muscle. We're now going to look at something called failure and beyond. So a lot of people I see when they doing strength training, they may have 12 to 15 reps or 10 reps or 8 reps, doesn't matter what it is. And people will generally stop at that number because the plan tells you to stop, all right? But if you go say 12 to 15 reps, and I go 12, 13, 14, and I sit here, but in reality, I could have done 20 or 25 reps. Then I need to be pushing into that. It needs to be challenging, right? So what it would look like, I might go 13, pause, 14, pause, 15, just about, and then I couldn't do 16, okay? So that means my muscles are now being really, really forced to change, to, break down the muscles so you can come back and be repaired stronger. Then once you get to failure, you could potentially go beyond failure. I could do 15 reps, and something I'll do is a rest pause set, okay? So I'll do 15 reps, couldn't do 16, count 10 seconds in my mind, and I come back up, and then I could do maybe a couple of extra, 1, 2, and I might get a third one out, okay? So then I've done, failure, and then I've done 3 sort of extra reps past failure. That tiny little rest has allowed my muscles to, recover just a little bit, and I can hit them again to help them go stronger. So what that does is that it means you can use slightly lighter weights, okay? You can push into that failure, gives your nervous system a little chance to recover, and the ATP within the muscles to then obviously push forward again. The next thing we got is a concept called progressive overload. And progressive overload just means you do a little bit more every time you come back and train. Basically a safe way for you to put extra added intensity over the course of, an 8 or 12 or 6 month block, all right? And you do it very methodical. So you say, well, this week I'm going to do 15 reps at 10 kilos, okay? Then next week, you may do 16 reps at 10 kilos. And the week after, you may do 70 reps at 10 kilos. And those extra sets and reps that you do, or the extra reps that you do, are gently pushing your muscles or force them to work that little bit harder. So therefore, therefore there's more stress, there's more load, and it allows them to get stronger because you're gradually putting more work on them. And the whole point of strength training is to put lots of load and tension on the muscle for you then to go away and recover so you can rebuild and get stronger. And a really simple analogy that you could use for this, imagine you've got a big plaster board, okay, and you go along and you tap some little holes in it. Then you get some cement and you cover up all the holes. And the next week you come along and you chip away at the cement you've just put on the wall, and then you put some more plaster on it. Every time that layer of plaster, the muscles have been broken down, you've covered them all in. Next week you do it again, cover them all in, all of a sudden the thickness of that plasterboard gets more and more and more, and that's exactly what progressive overload will do for you. The next thing is taking rests between your sets. So I see many people will come along, they'll do 12, they usually pick light weights, they'll do 12 reps or something, and then they put the weight down, they wait for about 5 or 10 seconds, and they repeat the process and do it again. They rush through these reps. There's two things happening. Number one, the weight isn't actually heavy enough to start with, and the second thing, they're rushing through these reps. When you rest, it gives your nervous system time to sort of de-stress. It gives your muscles an opportunity just to recover slightly, and then you can say you may be able to do 45 reps in total across that set, whereas if you're rushing through, you may only get 15 or 20 reps through. So again, it's about not just about intensity, it's also about volume as well. And volume just means how many sets, reps that you do by how much weight. So let's just say you lift 10 kilos once, you lifted 10 kilos. If you lift 10 kilos 10 times, you've then done 100 kilos. Get the idea? So it's about the accumulation of sets and reps with weight that determines how much muscle and strength you can actually build, and taking rest in between sets allows you to do that. Next one is taking rest days. Taking rest days is so important. Rest and recovery is a huge part of strength and muscle building. So if you're somebody who goes to the gym all the time, we have some members that like to go to the gym every single day and try and strength train. It's not as good as it is if you take rest days, because at the end of the day, you break down your muscle in the gym, and then the days in between, you're taking time to recover for the muscles to, like I said, put more plaster on those new little tears for them to grow back stronger. So taking rest days is super important. The thing a rest day does more psychologically, allows you to train more consistently, because if you're somebody that is all in, go to the gym every single day for 6 months, then after 6 months you burn out and you can't train, then you're not going to build as much muscle. But if you can go into the gym 2 or 3 times a week, do a really quality workout, you've got more longevity in your mind as well, and psychologically you can do this for a lot longer period of time. Next one is creatine supplementation. So creatine is one of the most studied supplements out there on the market, and as you get older, it has a couple of benefits. Number one, it's going to help you do more work. So like I said, when we do those hard sets at the beginning, creatine will allow the ATP stores, which is the muscle's energy, or the body's energy to produce force. And what's going to happen is you're going to be able to do an extra couple of reps. So without creatine, you may be able to lift 10 kilos for 15 reps. But with creatine, you could do 10 kilos for 17 reps. And those 2 extra reps that you do over the course of all your sets and reps over the course of 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, those accumulative extra tough reps will allow you to build more muscle over time. So it's not a quick fix, it's not an instant thing that you do, but it has a massive compounding effect over time. And creatine as well also has a very good cognitive benefit. Studies are now showing us helping you remain sharper in your mind and delay things like dementia and whatnot as well. So it is a fantastic supplement to be taken, not just for your bicep muscle, but for your brain muscle as well. And then the last thing is consistency, okay? You need to be consistent in the gym. And when you take on some of these little tweaks, it means that you're not lifting such massive heavy weights. You're training a little bit smarter, and it brings a lot more longevity, because if you aren't consistent in the gym and you're inconsistent with your training, you're not gonna build muscle and strength, okay? And if you do build it, it's gonna disappear again as soon as you stop. So we want us to be consistent. This is often the biggest thing that people miss out, because to be good at anything, you've got to be consistently doing the thing over the course of time. And when you take into account consistency, more progressive overload, resting, recovery, the whole thing comes together so that you can get stronger and build more muscle and spend less time injured, sitting on the couch, not doing the things that you need to do to build muscle. Now, I hope you found this video useful, okay? If you are looking for a full body strength program that's absolutely free and been downloaded 10,000 times, it's designed for people over 40, takes you through every single muscle group of the body. body, all you need to do is comment strength down below and I will send that to you absolutely free. And I'm going to leave another video in the top left hand corner which also talks about how to use light weights to get stronger. So go head over to that video there and I'll see you very shortly.